So this session is again being recorded. I'm just letting you know that I have to record this session so that I can, people who are not joining, they can get it and they can use it for their help. Now so again, this session was for if you have any trouble, like we had our session in last Sunday, and I gave you 2 videos on my site. So this session is if you have any question on those topics that we have discussed. So I will be answering the question. Actually, I will be answering your question. So Vishakha and Shomit Dada, do you have any question?
Yeah, we can try to parameterize, but we can record, but the runtime is not run, the start every time is log out is start every time.
Okay. So what I'm going to do, you want to share your screen with me?
It might with the 7 is not work.
So Vishakha, do you have it in your computer so that you can share me? I can see where is the problem.
Yeah, just give me some time. You can ask someone. I'll get connected.
Okay, sure. Okay, sure, no problem. Let me see who is. Hello.
Hello.
Yes.
Hi, Smita.
Yeah, hey Mita. Did you get the session details, like dialing number and the session details in Skype?
Yes. I called this number and they told me to enter this number. I do. What should I go and make?
Yeah, there is another one, the Mikuku session ID. Did you have received that? Could you join that session ID?
Yes, I did. Should I go restart session or?
No. You will be joining the Mikuku. Like, if you see the screenshot that I sent you, in the bottom of the screenshot there is a session ID. You will be inputting that session ID in your Mikuku.
Okay.
Yeah. I think everyone received it. Screen with me, right? So I am making you presenter, and then you will be receiving it. Not yet. I didn't see the screen yet. I'm still waiting. Okay.
Yes, this is my page.
Okay. Open your test.
This is my one, the UFT.
Okay. Open your test that you have. Yeah.
Hello, Tomo. I am Nafisa. I'm in.
Hey Nafisa Babi, আপনি ইয়ে করেন আপনার ওই যে সেশন আমাদের তো দেখতে পাচ্ছেন, right?
Yes. I
Yeah.
can see it.
So
This is Hassan.
hey Hassan, so can you see my screen as well from Mikogo?
Yes, everything is fine.
Okay, all right. So at the moment we are looking into Vishakha has some trouble, so please follow the screen, and then I'll go to each of your problem one by one. Also, I'm recording this session so that whoever is missing, they can take a look what we discussed. I will edit it and remove the unnecessary part, and then I will be uploading the edited part.
Okay. So I'm presenter and I give you control.
Okay. So where is your test? Could you please open your test? That you recorded, that is not working. Could you please open that? Now, did you, Vishakha, did you save your test that you are not able to run?
No, I didn't.
You didn't? Okay, okay. All right. So I think we need someone who has recorded, and then actually, if you have your script that you recorded, which one is that? Can you see it here? Any?
So I think probably login script and we phone the last two ones. I'm not sure.
Login. Let me see what is in login script.
It should be login, yes.
Okay. Let's see. Let's see. Hey, Hojan. Hey, Murad. So, yeah, I'm ভালো আছি। আপনি ভালো আছেন? Could you see my screen?
Yes.
Okay, okay. So let me see. Yeah, I can see you here. So we are trying to we are going the problems. This session is just we will be solving your problem. Now Bishaka is trying to show us she was having some trouble in parameterizing the test that we did in the class. So I'm trying to take a look what is the problem with her script. So Bishaka, I cannot see any script here, right? So let me try to open another one to see UFT learning what is in that one.
The problem. We cannot log out.
No, actually, if you want to go to log out, the thing is you will have to have the other recording. I cannot see any of your recording. So I'm trying to see what is the problem with your script, if there is any problem in the script. But don't worry, let me see.
I can record to there is the top and record in the middle the logout, but this is not what is done.
So who is talking? Is it Shamir?
Yes.
Okay, so you said you can record, but what is the problem?
It cannot log out to the
Okay, okay.
application.
Okay, so is it Vishaka? Could you do it in front of me? I want to take a look actually how you are doing. Could you open a new test and do it here in front of us?
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, could you do it by? I'm just watching the way you are doing, and then if you do anything, if you see anything wrong, we'll be interacting. Give a meaningful name. Give a meaningful name. I don't want your test to be named as GUI test. We want a meaningful name. Always give a meaningful name.
Any name.
Let's say parameterization, and then give okay. Okay, the next step. Hello. Okay, it is a local browser, and then URL. Okay, okay. Yeah, the URL is good. Click on OK. Then start recording.
Low machine.
my machine is slow, but Kabir machine again is showing license error. If I to show you with his, that's a computer, but UFT is always get a trouble.
Hold on here, Vishakha. One thing, could you click next here?
Control?
No, click next here.
Okay.
Next, and then could you select no, do not run, and then click next, and then could you select here use express settings, and then then finish. Stop recording because it will not work here as your browser is not set up properly. So I will stop your recording and then I will start it back.
Okay.
So the browser is now set up. Now could you let me stop the recording, and then we have something recorded, so we will be clearing everything by selecting, and let's see what is in your object repository. So this is your local object repository, and I'm trying to see what is recorded in the repository, because if there is any object we want to make it empty. We do not want any object at this point, because we want to see what will be recording in our next recording. So it seems like it seems like your computer is pretty slow. Okay, so we have some object. We can see that some of the objects is recorded. So I'm going to clear everything. I'm going to clear everything by clicking delete here. Okay, now you have an empty object repository. Could you start your recording, because I want to see how you are doing it, because the video that I sent you, I explained everything very clearly. So if you follow that video, you should not be in trouble. Now could you start recording again? Okay, could you make the screen bigger?
If I press control and make it bigger, that will not record,
If you make it bigger, it will not record.
No, I'm asking you, if I press control.
No. Just if you click here, it will be, the screen will be bigger, and then if you press control and click, it will not record your click. But again, if something is recorded extra, we can remove it. Okay, the next step is click on my account.
Then do the standard checkpoint.
Yes, you need to input a standard checkpoint here.
My account?
Actually, you will be clicking on, let's say, you want to your account. Can you see that bold font, your account? You want to make that one as your standard checkpoint here.
Okay.
Okay, let me try to see what is happening here. So now we are clicking here on standard checkpoint, okay, and then here we are trying to put a standard checkpoint on this your account. So it is saying that it is not supporting, but let's see what is happening here. So again, standard checkpoint, and then okay, hold on. Alright, so
Actually, last time is showing us my account. Here, you have to see your account.
hold on. So the object is selected, support this operation. Okay, hold on. Let me do one thing, guys. I know you will be having questions, but let me try to show you whatever we did that day. Let me quickly show you here in my screen again, and then from there we'll be moving forward. Is that okay for you all?
Yeah, that's fine. That'll be in your machine, so that'll be faster and everybody can see it.
Yeah. So is it okay? Like, or you have a specific question? All of you.
No, that's fine. Go ahead, show us. Yeah, we want to see.
Okay. So I will take control and I will be presenting my screen at this point. Alright. So this is my screen. I am going to open a new test. Again, I will be selecting something from the shared location. So this is my shared location, and inside shared location I am saving all of the tests inside this folder, UFT tutorials. I will be selecting that folder, and then I will be giving name as UFT parameterization. Let's say today's date is 07/14. So create. Okay, so here this is my test. Again, I'm going to click on record and run settings, and then I'm going to give the URL http store.demoqa.com, and then do not close, apply. Okay, and then let me start recording. So here what we did, like we verified something, that this page has loaded successfully. To verify that, like when you open the browser, the first thing that you do, you verify something from this window to see that your login is your opening application is successful. To do that, we are going to insert a standard checkpoint here by clicking on this one. See, this is a my account link, right? So I am making a standard checkpoint of that link. How did I do that? Again, let me show you. So this is my recording. This is where I am recording. So let me bring it up there. So let me show you how you input your standard checkpoint. You click here and then select standard checkpoint, and then wherever you want to input the standard checkpoint, as we discussed previously, standard checkpoint works with the object properties. Okay, so there has to be an object. So you will be selecting an object from the screen, and then you will be selecting some of the properties of that object. We have said that in the screen, whatever you are seeing, all of the objects has their property set. Like a house, it has door number, it has certain other characteristics. Like the house, each of the objects in this screen has their attributes. So standard checkpoint work with the object property. Okay, So can you see that I'm selecting this one and then I'll be clicking OK. So what is the attribute that I want to select? Now can you see a bunch of attribute we have for that link. So UFT will be using one of these attributes to identify that object. So I want to keep it simple by selecting, let's say I want to keep this inner text and HTML tag. Okay, so by selecting HTML tag and inner text, I will keep this attribute for the attribute of that standard checkpoint, and then I will be clicking OK. Now when that checkpoint will be input successfully, then we will see here it will be again we will be able to move forward, but at this point it is showing, can you see it is inactive here? That means it is working to input that standard checkpoint. Now we can move forward. So our next step in the test case was clicking on my account. So I have clicked on my account. Actually I'll have to click one more time. Okay, now when I clicked on my account, again we'll have to put a checkpoint to verify that our my account click is successful. So how will I do that? Again, let's say we will be inputting a text checkpoint at this point. Text checkpoint only works with the text in the screen, so it will be only looking for certain text that we are selecting in the screen. Now I have clicked on you must be logged into use this page. Okay, now can you see that from you must be logged into use this page, from here to all of the text, all of the text in the page is captured here. So we will have to select which text we want to input as our text checkpoint. So I'm going to select up to that much. Okay, and then I will say configure. So from configure, let's say I'm again selecting you must be logged in to use this page, and then I'm going to click on checked text. That means whatever text I have selected here, I want this one to be used as a text checkpoint. Now can you see only you must be logged in to use this page, only that text is looking red. That means it has been selected as a text checkpoint. Now here in the constant box you can see that whatever text we have selected for our text checkpoint, it is selected, and then I will be clicking on OK. Okay, so I think it is working in the background to input that text checkpoint. I'll be waiting for moving forward. Before I move forward,
Hello,
yeah. Yes, I can hear you.
Hello?
Hello, yes. Can you hear me?
Hello?
Yes, I can hear you. Hello? 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 Hello?
Please enter your access code followed by the pound sign. Please enter your access code followed by the pound sign. 019. If this is correct, press 1. To re-enter your access code, there are 4 participants in this conference. Please announce yourselves.
Hey, yes, I was having trouble in the audio, so I had to reconnect.
Yeah, I was having trouble also, so I got connected again.
Yeah, so I had to drop off from the call and then I had to reconnect. So that should be.
Same thing I did.
Mhm. So actually, when we are taking online session, there could be communication problem, but we have to accept this situation. But now we have input another checkpoint here. Let's see where is my recording. So we have input another checkpoint here to see that my account, we have clicked on my account, that my account click is successful, and then the next step is inputting user ID and password. So our user ID is automate code, and the password is yep. So can all of you see the screen and also connected to the audio?
Yeah, I can hear you very well.
Okay, what about
Yeah, me too, Nafisa, I can hear you.
okay, what about Hassan?
Yes, more than I am listening.
Okay. Okay, what about Tamina?
Yeah, I can hear it clear.
Okay, all right. So we are trying to input the password here, and then we are going to click on that login button. Okay, so now we are logged in. We are going to verify something, that our login is successful. To verify that, on that day we have verified that site admin link. So do you want to verify the same thing, or you want me to add something else?
Not side admin is fine.
Okay, site admin. So let me add that site. Let me add another checkpoint. Actually, what we will do, we will be adding site admin, that checkpoint manually. Like that object we are going to add manually to input a manual checkpoint by if condition. So I'm not going to add site admin at this point. So what I'm going to do from here, I'm going to, let's verify something. Let me verify this link instead of site admin. Can you see that purchase history? So I'm going to add that link as another standard checkpoint. So I'm going to add that link as another standard checkpoint, and let's select again the same thing, the inner text and HTML tag, and let's see, yeah, that's it, and then click OK. And again I'm waiting to this one to be activated. Okay, now our next step is, once we verified the login successful, we are going to click on logout from here. Yep. So then once we are logged out, we are going to verify that logout is successful too. So to verify that, we are going to verify this text here. Okay, can you see that text, this text here? So to do that, I will be inputting another, let's say another text checkpoint, and then we will be selecting this text. So again we'll click on configure, and then from there we will be selecting this text to make sure that our logout is successful. So I'll be clicking on checked text and then click OK. So now this one that is in red color, we will be clicking on OK. So we all are now all of the operation that we wanted to do, we did it. So let me stop the recording and let's see how much it was able to record. Now as you can see that we have input in the beginning. In the beginning we have input a checkpoint on the my account link to verify that we have opened the application, it is successful. Okay, checkpoint to, so I'm putting some comment here so that the code becomes understandable to you. Checkpoint to verify that open application is successful. Okay, and then here in the next step we have clicked on account, my account. So click on my account, then let's come here. What we did here, when we clicked on my account, we verified something from the screen that my account click is successful. Okay, checkpoint. So that was a that was a text checkpoint. So I'll just write text checkpoint here, and then we have input credentials. So here we have input credentials, user ID and password, and after that we have missed one of the click here, login button click. It was not able to click on login button, so we will be inputting this step manually. Click on login button. So this step is not recorded, so again here we will be recording it here, but before that we have another checkpoint to verify that login is successful, and then after that we have clicked on logout, and then after logout we input another checkpoint to verify that logout is successful. Okay, so checkpoint for logout verification. These are just comment. Okay, now we have missed one session, one of the click here, like after inputting user ID and password we didn't we clicked on login button, but that click was not recorded. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to do that session. Now I'm going to perform that click. So how will I do that? I will start the browser, and then what is our site, store.demoqa. okay, actually this is the logout phase. Let me go to store.demoqa site. So this is the site. Now we will be clicking on, manually we clicked on my account, and after clicking on my account we have input user ID and password, and then we clicked on login button, but our login button click was not recorded. So what I will do, I will be inputting that step, but before doing that let me go to record and run settings. So we have mentioned here, do not record and run on open browsers. So that means we are asking it, do not record on any open browser. So it will be opening the browser and then it will be recording on that browser. So to do that I will select this one, record and run on any open browser. Okay, so I already have a browser opened here, so I want to record on that browser. So that's why I'm going there and selecting record and run on any open browser. So I'll be clicking apply and then OK, and then I will start. So see here we are in line number 11. Okay, so we are clicking on record, and then we are clicking on login. So I think I'll have to, is it recorded? Let me see. Yeah, it is now recording probably, but let me, yeah, it is recorded, but let me see it was whether it was able to record. So in line number 11, can you see that was it able to log in? So it was able to click on login, right? So here you can see that it was able to log in. So I will stop recording at this point, and then now as it was as we have everything here, now let me close this browser. Let me log out from here and then close this browser, and then let me run this test. Okay, remember that we have here record and run settings. We have record and run on any open browser. We do not have the automatic option where we are starting a browser. Okay, so now let me click on the play. You can play the code by clicking here, or you can play F5 from your keyboard. Okay, so let me click on that play button, and also what you want to do, always you want to select temporary run results. Otherwise each time you run your test, it will be creating a results folder in your computer. So you do not want to see that. So you want to select the temporary run results and click on run. So see here in line number 2, it is stopping the execution in line number 2, and it is not moving forward because we have stopped that option where it is opening a browser and then it is doing it. So as we do not have that option, it is not able to move forward, and it will show an error here. Can you see it is kind of stuck here? It is not moving forward because it was not able to open the browser. So I will have to stop the test. Yeah, this is the error because it was not able to open the browser, and then that's why it was not able to check anything. So I will stop it. Now could anyone tell me what I should do in this situation? So anyone?
Invoke browser. We have to add this invoke browser here.
Yes, we will have to open the browser. So to open the browser, we have learned a command systemutil dot. Oh, actually we have a spelling mistake. Systemutil dot run, and then we will be giving the file. That means where we want to open it. We want to open it in iexplore.exe. That means Internet Explorer.exe. And then what is the browser we want to open? It is http then store.demoui.com. Okay, is there any question? Okay, now let me try to run it now. Okay, so it is doing the operation, and then it has logged out. Okay, so now you can see that it was able to do everything. Okay, now let me have a look what do we have in the code. So we have a checkpoint here. First line we have a checkpoint, then we have clicked on one of the link, and then we have another checkpoint, and then we have input the user ID and password, then we have input the login. We have clicked on login button, and then to verify that login is successful, we have another checkpoint here, and then we have clicked on logout. So before clicked on logout, I told you that we will be inputting another checkpoint manually by if condition, right? So let me, can you see that it is here, the page is still open. So I don't want to like each time manually each time manually close the browser. So what I want to do, if there is any browser open, I want our program to close it automatically. Okay, so close process by name. What is the name of the process? So how will you see what is the name of the process? Can you see this is Internet Explorer, but if you go to your task manager here, and then if you go to processes, can you see iexplore.exe? So that is the process name that we will be closing. So let's say from from the task manager, if you select end task and in process, can you see that that is gone? So that is what we are going to do by our code. So here we are going to give iexplore.exe. We want to close this process by our code. Okay, now let's say you have one browser open. Okay, you have one browser open. Let's see how it behaves. We have one browser open, but let me put a breakpoint on line number 2 and then let me run it. Okay, we are in line number 2. Now we can see that there is a browser open, but let's see what happens if I execute this line number 2. Can you see after execution of line number 2 the browser is gone? So that is how before I open anything I want to close the browser, and then okay, now we have logged in. Before I logged out, I told you that we are going to input a manual checkpoint here. So I will stop execution, and then what I will do here, before logout we will be inputting another checkpoint. That checkpoint we will be doing by adding that object in the repository. So this is our local object repository that comes with every test, and we have discussed how to input, how to add a custom object repository, and then how to add object on that custom object repository. So what I am going to do, I am going to click on resources, and then from there we are going to click on object repository manager, and from there let's say I want to save this object repository as inside this folder as the name of custom object repository. Okay, now how do you add an object to the repository? Okay, so this is your application. We want to add that site admin link in your custom object repository. So how will you do that? You will go to your object repository, click on that plus button, and then click on that site admin, click OK. So now we have that site admin link here. Okay, let me make this one smaller. Actually, let me make this one smaller too. Now where do you want to input that site admin? Okay, so let me input that site admin here. Okay, so you have seen that from the custom object repository how I drag and drop that object here. Let me do one other thing. So this is our another object repository, right? This is our local object repository, and then we have our this is our custom object repository. Is it clear to you? This is our custom object repository and this is our local object repository, right? Now can you see that I'm trying to drag something from Nafisa Bhabi, you had a question that day how you can drag and drop. Let's say when you are doing recording, all of your objects will be adding in that local object repository, but you want to move them to your custom object repository. So how will you do that? So to do that, you will be dragging an object, and let me do one thing. Let me bring it here. So this is my custom object repository. Okay, so it is going. Hold on. we need custom object repository for when you are working in a team. Then you are not adding objects to the local object repository. You are adding objects to the custom object repository so that you can share it, so that multiple people can work in the same time in the same object repository.
The same time the local object repository also shared, isn't it? Right? It's the same thing, isn't it?
The local object repository is, it has some limitation. Okay, the limitation it has, can you see that it doesn't have a save button, and it doesn't have a edit button. It has some limitation.
Okay, yes.
It has some limit. Go ahead.
Site admin, we cannot. Site admin object, we cannot add it in local object repository.
You can edit object in local object repository, but when you are editing object, it is automatically saving it over there. You can edit it. Let's say we have dragged this object. We have dragged this object from here to here, from here to here. Okay. Where is that object? We have dragged.
Without dragging, I cannot take it from that main website directly to local object.
Yeah. You can add object. Can you see that plus here? By that plus, you can add object to the local object repository too.
But it has limitations because we won't be able to save it, right?
You will be able to save it too. You do not like when you are adding something on that object repository, it will be automatically saving. But remember one thing. But remember one thing here. Remember one thing here is when you are working in an actual project, there is like for like in the actual application, actually there are thousands, even there are some applications where millions of objects. Okay, so if you add all of the objects in that local object repository, could you imagine how hard it will be to find one object from the millions of objects? So what people do in the actual industry, so they add, let's say we have multiple pages here. Okay, we have one page that appears when you open the application, and then when you log in, then you have another page. So in the real industry, what people does, they add objects like, let's say this page, we will be adding all of the objects in one object repository. Okay, and then let's say when you click on, let's say site admin, okay, then it takes you to another page. So you have to test all of the things, then you will have to add all of the objects in the repository. Then let's say you have 200 objects, you add these 200 objects in another object repository to make your code more efficient, so that people can easily find out things. So that if you use one object repository, there are many limitations, and in that way, by shared object repository, you can create multiple object repository, and then you can actually it brings discipline to your code. Okay, and one other thing here, that local object repository, you cannot use it by sharing. Okay, this is local, you cannot share it. Like, let's say this custom object repository that we are discussing here, where is our custom object repository? This one, multiple people can open it and use it in the same time. So let's say you want to add something, you will be coming here, you will be adding the object, and then you will be releasing that object repository. Okay, you will be releasing that object repository, and all the other people, they will be able to use it. In the local object repository, you don't have that option. Okay, any more question?
Yeah, dragging, would you please try to show us some custom to drag in local?
Okay, so see here, this is our shared object repository, right? So this is our shared object repository, and then let's say you want to bring that site admin object to here in this object repository. Let me clear it from here. Okay, so now let's say, actually we'll have to do some undo here because we have removed all of the objects that we have. Okay, online tools QA. Okay, let me remove this object. So I want to bring that object that is in my shared object repository to here. Okay, so how will I do that? So let's say I want to bring it, and then I will be clicking. I brought it here and then I selected it here. Now you can see that object came here, but it didn't come with all of its parents. All of its parents means like it has a page, it has a browser, it didn't come with all of the objects. So what we will have to do, let me remove it and then let me go there again. Let me go to that shared object repository and let me drag, instead of dragging this object, let me drag the whole hierarchy. Okay, now you will see that we have another browser, and inside that browser there is a page, and it came with all of its page and browser.
So it's just click and then
the way you do it, you click here and then by your you bring it, you scroll in your touchpad and you bring it here. That's it.
okay.
Alright, so that's how you bring objects from one object repository to another if you need to, but normally in the industry you do not use that share custom object repository a lot. You use normally the shared object repository. Okay, alright.
Okay, so with any project we have to really pay attention of like saving of these objects in shared object repository and then save it with the proper name.
Yeah, with proper name. I'm not going through the proper naming because you already know how to name it, because we described it multiple times in our class. So I just wanted to show you the thing that you are probably, some of you were not able to do it. I wanted to show you the basic things because we do not want to spend a lot of time here in naming the objects. Okay, so here I want to input a checkpoint of that site admin by a if condition. So I am bringing this object here. Let me see, let me save it and let me close it. Okay, now site admin is already, I brought it, so I will remove that one. And then how will I input that manual checkpoint? I said that if I will put a if condition, and then I will be putting that object inside if condition, and then dot exist. Let's say I want to give 1 second, so that it will be looking for 1 second. If this one exists, then I want to highlight, dot highlight. Okay, and then I want to print a message, print login successful. Okay, and then if it doesn't appear, then I want to give a condition here, else print login failed. Okay, now again, could any of you tell me what to do? I am missing one step regarding the custom object repository. I need to do something. What is that step?
Associate.
Yes, I will have to associate that object repository here. How will I associate it? I will be associating it by clicking here, associate repository, and then I will be double clicking on that one, and then I will be selecting yes. So now if I execute this test. So let me again, I have a browser open, right? So I have this browser open, and let me first log out, because otherwise it will show us trouble in when we are logging out, when we are logging in. So I have been logged out. Now it should close the browser automatically, because I have this line number 2, I have this close browser command. So okay, so when I will be executing this line, it should close the browser for me. It did it. Then let me execute. So it is going to open the new browser, and then it is clicking on my account. Yes, now see where we are. We are in this page. We have logged in successfully. Now we have a manual checkpoint that we input by if condition site admin to verify the site admin. We are looking for that site admin if that exists. Okay, now what that exists mean? When I will be executing line number 16, it got that object in the page, so that's why it came to the line number 17. So if the object is not there, then it will come to the line number 20. So as the object is in the screen, it came to line number 17. Now can you see it is highlighting it, and then after that, we are logging out, and then after logging out we will be verifying another checkpoint here. So again, one other thing that we discussed here, let's say in the custom object repository. Now if you go to your object, can you see that site admin? I want to make the test case fail here so that it doesn't get it. So what I will do, I will be modifying. Go ahead.
Yeah, spelling wrong.
Yeah, so I want to make it spelling. I want to make the spelling wrong so that it doesn't get that object. Okay. So what I am going to do, I'm going to remove one of the n, and then let me log in. I want to show you one thing quickly here. Automate code, actually automate code, and then password is L12345, L capital. So now here, so where it is taking to me, it is taking me to the different page. I will be clicking on that. Actually, where I should be. So I should be inside. So it is taking me to a different page, that collapse menu. Okay, so you collapse, and then
We have to do online school.
hold on. It is taking me definitely to home. Okay, so that is where we is supposed to be, right? So here, if you click on my account, so here we want to verify that site admin, but let's see, after changing the spelling, so is it still identifying that object? Yes, it is still identifying that object. Let me do something here. Let me remove that smart identification. Now let me try it. So now it is not able to identify it, right? So when you have a smart identification enabled, it is smartly identify, like even there is no n, it match it, like if there is no n, see whatever it match. So it got a good bit of match, like up to cited me. So that's how smartly it identifies it. But as we disable the smart identification, now it is not identifying. So let me execute the same test again. Okay. Now let me execute this test, and let me remove that one so that we do not waste our time. Okay. Okay. Clicking on login button, and then Okay, now we are here. Remember last time it was able to identify that object and then it went to line number 17. Okay, now it will not be able to identify that object because we have modified the attribute of that object, the properties of that object. So which line number it should go to?
Line number 20.
Line number 20, because if this block is not true, then it will go to the else block. Okay, let's say you are saying like, if it is raining, then take the umbrella. So if it is not raining, then it will not take the umbrella. So if it is raining, it will do one measure. If it is not raining, then it will do another measure. So let's see if it is able to identify that object. So it waited 1 second and then it didn't get that object. Now it came to line number 20 and then it is saying login failed. Okay, and when login failed, let's say log out and finish the test. So after executing all of these, can you see that if it doesn't get that object, it should make our test case fail, but it didn't fail our test case, right? All of the steps passed here.
Yeah.
Right?
Because we have the statement.
Yeah, we have just if statement. We are not making our test case fail. Now cited mean, it is saying that cited mean exists, but cited mean was not there, and where it's supposed to fail the test case, it didn't fail our test case. So here, if it exists, do this. Okay, and then if it doesn't exist, fail the test case, but it didn't fail the test case. If you go to the result, can you see all of the steps passed? So to make the test case failed, we'll be we'll be making our session pretty short today. So one step I want to show you here is to make the test case fail, you will have to use reporter. Can you tell me someone? Reporter dot report event. Okay, reporter dot report event, and then we want to make fail, and then we want to give a text. Okay, so site admin link not found. Okay, so now let me do one thing. Let me run it now. Okay, okay, so we are in line number 16. If we execute that line, it will not be able to get that object, and obviously it will be coming to line number 20, and then here we are making that test case fail in line number 21. And let me finish the execution and let me inspect the result that we are getting here. Now when the execution is done, can you see the result is failed? Because, and what is the error message it is showing? Site admin link not found. Okay, it is coming from where? Site admin link not found. Copy this one and search it here in your so it is coming from here. Okay, so that means site admin link was not found. That's why it makes our test case failed. So what was the problem here? The problem was, if you go to the shared object repository and then if you look at the site admin, can you see here we will have to put it on edit mode, and then can you see here we will have to input a n here, and then also we will be enabling that smart identification. Okay, now we will be saving it, and then let me close this object repository. Now let me execute the same test case and see what happens. Okay, let me try to execute this line. So this time it is straightway coming to line number 17 because the object is there. So the object is there, it is highlighting the object, and then everything good, right? Alright, so Alright, so let me tell you, team, the thing here, the purpose of the session. I told you that I will be giving you 1 hour to troubleshoot your problem. So what I wanted from you all, I wanted you to give a real try. I want you to give a real try. Like I sent you 2 videos. My plan was to send you another video by tomorrow night. So that was my plan, but at this point I can see that all of you need to practice a lot. So all of you, before our Sunday's class, what I want from you, like when you are watching that video, let me show you how you will be watching it. So if you go to QA questions, okay, and then just try to follow the way I am showing it. Let's say you are going to UFT tutorials, and from there, let's say you want to watch this video, okay, this one, you want to use this video. So let me start playing this video. Let me start playing this video. Actually it will be on my headphone. So here today we are going to cover, okay, these are the topics that is the plan to cover. We already have discussed different kind of
now let's say you here,
can you see here we are doing general discussion. So you really do not have anything to do here. So what you will do, you keep hearing, and then let's say when I am doing something, okay, when I am doing something, you listen 2 minutes, okay, you listen 2 minutes at a time, and then you pause your video. So after pausing your video, you go to your UFT. After pausing your video, you go to your UFT, and then in UFT you practice whatever I did in that 2 minutes. You practice it here. If you cannot practice it, do not move forward. Try to clear yourself that 2 minutes, do it in your UFT, and then you move forward. So if you see, even if you see 10 minutes at a time, you will not be able to follow it. You are in the beginner stage, so you will need to put lot of your attention on watching 2 minutes, and then you do it by your hand. If you cannot do it, watch that video again, because I explained everything clearly. If you watch it, you will be able to do that. It just need your try, attention, and I'm sure all of you are very hardworking, and all of you give good time. I can see you are very eager to learn. So I'm just giving you, direction the way you will be trying. You watch that video 2 minutes, and then you try to do that in the screen. Remember, whatever we are doing in this session, in this UFT session, if you can do whatever I'm doing here, if you can understand, you will get a job. So to do that, you need to sacrifice your time. You need to give a good amount of effort. So how will you do that? You spend 2 minutes, you watch 2 minutes, and then you do it, and then you watch another 2 minutes. In that way you move forward. So tomorrow is Friday. So we have Friday, Saturday, and then in the Sunday morning we have class. So you spend your time on that 2 video, and then when you have a specific problem, okay, I'm watching this one in your video in the website, but I'm not able to do that. I'm not sure what is happening. If you have any question, a specific question, like on that video on line number on minute 34th minute, whatever you are doing, I'm not able to do that. On 40th minute you are doing something, I'm not able to do that, or it is not working in my computer. Then you shoot me an email. If you have any specific question like that, you shoot me an email. I don't have any problem giving you time, but you have to come with a real problem. We are giving you time during the weekend, and then if you have any real problem, that look, I'm not able to understand this 34th minute or 40th minute, could you please help me? Definitely I will help you, but you will have to come with definite question that this is my problem. If you cannot tell your problem, then it is hard for me to find out actually what I will tell you. So try, give another try, look at the video, go through as I told you, and then again, always if you have any problem, shoot me an email. I'm checking my email always. Probably if I cannot respond you straight away, I'll give you a time, and then we'll be sitting. So again, the way you will be watching it, I have told you. And if any of you have your software, UFT software expired, you will be clicking on this link here, and then all of the steps what we did is described here, and also the video here. We did everything that we did everything here step by step. All of the steps are there. Again, the same way you will be watching and doing it. So before our class on Sunday, I want everyone, come with a good software. If your software is expired, you can download the latest UFT from the link that I have given you here. You can download the latest UFT from this link. You download the latest UFT from this link. Shomita, you had your problem with the UFT because it was expiring every 4 days, you said. So I will tell you, like, you follow this video and download the UFT from here, and then you install it on your virtual machine. You will get 30 days trial version. So again,
So I
go ahead.
so this software is very sensitive. If I install, it's not going to stay 30 days like this. Couple days after, it's already showing us error message. We have to install again and again.
Hold on, that one is 12.5. That one is 12.50. So what I am looking from you, you download latest UFT, that is 12.53 from this link, and then you install that latest version, not the older version. Okay, you download it from here, and then you install the latest version. You will get 30 days.
Okay, I will we install the older version. That's fine.
Yeah. So you download this latest version from here, from this link. You watch the video.
Yeah,
All the steps are there. Actually, I gave the latest UFT to all of you on our last class, so you can use that one from there.
That's a 12.3, right?
12.53.
Yes.
12.53.
12.5.
Yeah.
Yeah, 5.3. Not 12.3.
Yeah. All right. So again, all of you are hardworking. You are very eager to learn. I'm sure you will be able to make it, and there will be no issue. When you start following the first couple of video, it is like, once you are in highway, then you are driving like on 80 miles per hour, 70 miles per hour. But before you move into the highway, when you are in the local way or in the ramp, then you are careful. But once you are in highway, then you are comfortable. So it is like, once you are good with the first couple of videos that I sent you, you will find it pretty easy. So I'll tell you, like, take your time, go through the videos, do each and every step that we did. That will help you in ramping up. Okay?
Okay, but before you close the session, I have one question. Quickly.
Sure. What is the question?
Okay, can you pull up the script instead?
Script?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, like
Okay.
action 1.
Action 1.
Why do we add the like number 2?
Oh, line number 2. Okay. The line number 2 is like, once you have recorded the whole path, you have seen that some of the steps it was not able to record. Okay. Then once you have recorded it once, then if you see some of the steps are missing, or after recording it once, you can go to record and run settings and then change it to here. And after that, once you have changed it to here, to record and run on any open browser, then it will not open the browser. When you will be running the test, it will not be opening the browser for you. So you will have to open your own browser. And you have saw that each time it was keeping a browser open, we had to click it manually to close it. So that we do not need to close the browser manually, we just added another line. So if there is any browser open, then it will close that browser. But if there is no browser open, it will not do anything.
Okay, that's pretty clear.
Okay. So any other question?
Sunday, the first thing in the class, you're gonna give us a task.
Yes.
First,
The plan is Sunday, Maxwell Bhai will be taking his class up to 9:30. his interview, and then when I will be arriving, the first task will be probably to take it will take 15 to 30 minutes. We will be giving you a task on another side, simple task like simple parameterization or something. Then you will be doing it in the class, and then I will be reviewing your work. And then see, remember one thing, the performance that you will be doing, I will be discussing the performance with Mr. Maksudul as well. So I want you to really focus on it, so that you can show some work to me, and if you can do it, it makes me happy. So just give your best try, so that you can do something, you can understand whatever we have discussed. Okay.
Yeah.
Any other question?
Yes. No, not from me.
Anybody else has any question? Let me see who is in the session still. I think Hassan, Shamir, Nafisa, Tamina, Vishakha. So does anyone have any question?
No, everything is fine. Yeah.
Okay, then I will drop off from this call, and again, whoever has missed this session, for them I will be uploading this video so that they can take a look. And again, if someone communicate you, let them know. If they have a specific question, specific question means they are following something but they are not able to do it, they can ask me question. But otherwise we will be meeting on Sunday in the morning.
But that's okay. Are you gonna sit down also tomorrow for other people?
Actually, tomorrow I'm not sure whether I will be able to give time tomorrow, but I'm going to put that video. I'm going to put that video over the in our site, so that they can take a look.
Oh, that would be good.
So if we have time to give for us, so just send us a mail.
Do you guys need me to spend another hour tomorrow? Because it will be, I'm not sure whether I will be able to do that, but do you guys really need it, another 1 hour session? Because I want, actually, if you do not do it by yourself, remember, if you computer, especially if you want to learn UFT or any programming, you will have to type it. Remember, typing, okay? Typing by your hand. If you do not type it, if you do not do it by yourself, you will not be able to learn it. You will have to do it by yourself. So I was looking for, like, you spend your time, you try it by yourself, and then if you cannot do it, we will be looking in the Sunday. But again, if you have a specific question, or when you are following my video, then I will be able to give you time.
Okay.
All right. But again, just follow the video. Let's see how much you can do. If you cannot, if you have a specific question, let me know. I'll see what I can do. Otherwise, we will be having our session on Sunday.
Thank you for your time.
Yeah, sure.
This is really helpful for us.
Yeah. Thank you too as well for joining. I appreciate your time.
And have a good night.
Thank you. Good night.